earlier this week, reports came through that Meghan Markle had dumped her mum, but now there's an update. Apparently, it's the other way around, and that Doria has ditched Megxie. But why? Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this madness, shall we? Because as I mentioned earlier this week, reports came through that Megxie had dumped her mum. But now there's an update to this story because apparently it's the other way around and that Doria has ditched Megxie. Question is, why is that? Well, first and foremost, thanks goes to Royally Sage at Sage1411 for sharing this story on X. And Royally Sage is saying Rachel is broke, so Doria bailed, like mother, like daughter. And Royally Sage shared this article from Radar Online. The brutal reasons Meghan Markle has now been abandoned by her mum. After Megxie begged, "Don't leave me." And so here, Radar Online is revealing that Megxie apparently howled this statement, "Don't leave me," as Doria was moving out of her and Hazard's Montecito Royal mansion. Now, they're reporting that Doria leaving came after Megxie used her mum to care for her kids. Sources tell us that even Doria got so sick of her constant moaning and drama that she just had to leave at that point. Insiders are saying that after Doria left, Hazard and Megxie are continuing to struggle to adjust without her. And so, what are the other reasons as to why Doria has allegedly dumped Megxie and moved out of Montecito Royal? And so Radar Online saying that Doria's moved out of Montecito Royal roughly 18 months after moving in the first place. One insider told Radar Online, quote, "Doria was a steady support for Harry and Meghan during a tough time. She provided them with much needed emotional strength. But she has her own life and social circle, and she was getting sick of her own daughter's constant moaning and drama." Aren't we all? Aren't we all, to be fair, right? The source then continues, Meghan is deeply upset about her mother leaving. She even pleaded, "Don't leave me." Yeah. Opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. If this is true, then yeah, Megxie could be upset that Doria has dumped her and has left, but not because it's an emotional kind of reaction to that. Oh, no, no, no. Think about all the money that Megxie and Azza have saved in nannies since Doria moved in and took care of the kids full time. As Doria's leaving, right, and exiting the door, Megxie's seeing all these dollar signs, right? And thinking, shiz the bed, I'm going to have to shell out more money now to look after me kids because she can't do it herself. Opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, right? Yeah, more money for Hazard and Megxie to shell out that if you're to believe the reports, can't really afford much anymore. They're spending like billionaires when they're actually millionaires, that kind of situation. Now, the source then continues, Harry also regarded Doria as a mother figure, and both are feeling her absence. Well, of course Hazard would regard Doria as a mother figure. Doria really, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, really the only member of family that's left in their circle. Megxie dumped her side of family. Hazard's obviously dumped his side of family. The only one in the middle that stuck around for some reason, and, there are opinions on that, is Doria. Now, the insider continues saying this pair are totally lost. And Meghan must be thinking something is deeply wrong if even her own mum can't stand to live with her in a huge mansion. Now, I respect what the source is saying here, but opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, I don't think that Megxie is believing that something is deeply wrong if her own mum can't stand to be around her anymore. I don't think that's the case. Why? Well, after speaking to my good friend HG Tudor, and if you're not subscribed to him on YouTube, do so now and follow him on X. This is the thing. HG Tudor taught me that when someone is an uber effing narcissist from hell, that their view of the world and reality is skewered. They cannot literally, mentally get to the point where they see themselves as being the fault, that they see themselves as being the bad guy. Their narcissistic ways affect their view of reality so much that they are blinded to the notion that anything they do is their fault. Instead, what their narcissistic ways do is it distorts their reality. And through that distortion, they come to the belief that they're always right, that they always do good in the world, and when anything happens that's bad in their little orbit, that it's not their fault, it's someone else's. And so this source here, respectfully, I don't agree. I don't think that Megxie is thinking something's deeply wrong if her own mum can't stand to live with her. I think it's the absolute opposite. That Megxie, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, through her alleged narcissism, believes that there's something wrong with her mum. There's nothing wrong with Megxie. Her narcissism won't allow her to believe that there's something wrong with her, but her narcissism will allow her to believe that there's something wrong with her mum. And that her mum dumping her, it's her mum's fault and not Megxie's. Now, if this scenario is true, right, how long until Megxie completely Markles her mum? Think about it, right? And the only reason, opinion, conspiracy theory, or whatever, that Megxie kept her mum around was A, to save on hundreds of thousands, possibly millions of dollars a year having to take care of Archie and Lily privately, because mum did it for free, presumably. And the second reason why she kept her mum around, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, is what a lot of you guys have been saying out there. For the race card. Right? Now, Royally Sage has also tweeted out this blind item. And please, if you haven't done so already, make sure you are following Royally Sage on X, because as far as I'm concerned, they share the best blind items. And Royally Sage is saying, I think Doria should do a tell-all. That would be delicious. Well, yeah. If Doria has left Megxie and Azza and Montecito Royale and left that circle, I'd be interested in a tell-all from Doria, wouldn't you? Now, this blind item is from Secondhand Coke. Because it is a blind item, of course, treat it with a pinch of salt. Opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Do your own research, come to your own conclusions. But Secondhand Coke is turning around and saying that actually happened years ago. Anytime you've seen Doria in the past couple of years, Doria's been paid for her services. However, it was Meghan who kicked Doria out, and Doria begged and screamed and said, you're going to do to me what you've done to your daddy. Then they worked out this mercenary arrangement, probably because Doria threatened to do a tell-all. Well, if it's now true that Doria has Markled Megxie, that Doria has left Megxie, well, that leaves the door wide open for her to do a tell-all on Megxie if she so wanted to. Would you read it? I know I would. And here, we've got Always Complain, Always Explain at Chrono Royals on X, turning around and saying, in all fairness, it's not the first time Doria walks out on her daughter. So it's deja vu all over again for the Duchess of Montecito. And it is kind of sad in a way. This so-called social worker failed at motherhood. Pretty strong words, right? But this is the thing. This may not be the first time that Daria has walked out on Megxie, again, if the reports are to be believed from Radar Online. However, the situation is markedly different than what it was in the past. Why? Because Megxie and Hazza, Team Sussex, it's a sinking ship now. And the rats are leaving, to coin a phrase. And that now could include her own mum. In the past month alone, they've already had 6 members of staff go bye-bye, all in one go. Unprecedented even for Hazza and Megxie to lose that amount of staff all in one go. They're losing deals, but they're not replacing them with anything else. Or if they are, the deals are significantly less than what they had before. Yet, Megxie and Hazza, from what I can see, are still spending like billionaires instead of the millionaires that they actually are. They're spending way beyond their means, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. And so, all those ingredients all in one pot is just a recipe for disaster. And so, perhaps Daria has seen that, recognised that, and thought, you know what, I'm going to jump ship before it sinks entirely. What do you guys think to all of this? Do you think, in this scenario, Daria dumped Megxie? What do you guys think? With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and of course there's going to be more, then make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe, like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Do you believe the reports that Daria has finally dumped Megxie? Or do you think it's more likely that Megxie dumped Daria? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters.